Previously on Paranormasight, the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. Who and where Seimon Tsushimikada's descendants are? Were you able to find that sort of information with Gamyora's connections?
I can reveal that.
Then would you prefer expose to the public how Gamyora is a fraud with almost zero spirit says Jill?
No mercy from Mio today. Jesus Christ.
She's up for blood.
And now, dear observers of fate, we return. So, you have walked the winding streets of Honjo. You have peered into the shadows where curses fester. Listen to whispers not meant for mortal ears. Did you enjoy yourselves? How curious, how delightful. Tonight, our tale reaches its final turning. Candles burn low, the hours grow late, and the seven mysteries once scatter like fragments of a broken mirror now await their conclusion. But do remember, in this city, knowledge has a price. So settle in, steal your hearts. Do try not to look back. Now, let us return to our story.
Hello everybody, User Ravens here, and I'm here again with Seth. Say hi, Seth.
Yo.
Right, so last episode, we got pretty near. Yeah. We basically arrested Namigaki. Ayabetono killed us, and then we killed her, and then she got away, and just a whole lot of stuff. But thing is, we are about to unravel, I would say, most, if not like 90% of the whole story here. So let us begin.
I think we plan on finishing this today, hopefully.
Yep. Him.
Oh, my. Did you meet with Hitomi? Sorry, I'm gonna be very off my game today.
Yeah, I met her at the spot, I was told. She was acting tough, but I think the incident with Hajime has her really shaken up. I briefly explained her situation and had her give Hajime's talisman to me. Here, this is what you're looking for, right? Yang's talisman. Yes,
There we go.
Yeah, yep. Yes, I believe that's it. Thank you so much. Mr. Tsutsumi, about this.
Right, you should hold on to it, Mio. Not like we could use it as it is. Try to figure out what we'll need to do once we get both halves. Both halves? Is that what it said? Yep. Yeah, both halves together.
Understood. I'll see what I can do. Do you know where the other talisman is? Yes, probably. This is Hajime's last job. Finish it for me, for him, okay? I guess this is the end of his family line too, huh? All the people who inherited that talisman before him are already all gone. Okay, video time. Oh, Mr. Tsutsumi. I received a message from Paranormal Affairs earlier. It wasn't from Nakagoshi, but I had someone look into something for me.
So even the desk jockeys are lending a hand. Bring a tear to your eye. So, what'd it say?
Right, about the Onmyoji woman who was in Edo at the time of the Honjo incident. She was a person of great beauty and discerning taste, but also shamelessly did whatever she wanted. It seems to match the person seen in the resentful memory for the food washing mansion.
Huh. So she must be the one who's fought with Seimon over the rite.
And they found that her name was Ashino.
Ashino, huh? What else?
That's all.
That's not much help.
Oh, but apparently she was quite the powerful Onmyoji. And she died bearing a similarly powerful resentment. It's possible that she became a vengeful spirit with a connection to the Seven Mysteries.
A vengeful spirit.
If any descendants of Ashino or people otherwise closely aligned with her live today, there's a possibility that that spirit awakened and possessed them.
Yeah, you mentioned before that spirits can possess people who are closely in sync with them.
Though this, of course, doesn't mean the spirit houses her complete personality. Her resentment and her spirit power, those are parts of her that will have the strongest influence.
Since Saban's descendants are still around in the present, it wouldn't be surprising if Ashino's were too.
Remember at the what happened at the end of the Nejima ending?
Vaguely.
He said that he would.
I remember he.
Hmm?
Yeah, I remember he went to. I think he like followed in her footsteps. I think.
Yeah, it says something about following in the footsteps of Ashino.
Yeah.
They might just be desk jockeys, but they wouldn't give us the info if it was only speculation. They must have found some amount of evidence, looking into abnormal phenomena or things like that.
Oh, the Feast of Shadows.
There it is, our normal phenomenon.
Mio, what do you mean?
The person who initiated the curse with this time, who we've been calling the Mastermind, they might be possessed by the vengeful spirit of the Onmyoji named Mashino, the enemy of Saban.
Do we have any idea who they could be or where to find them? Like, if you looked at them, Mio, would you be able to tell right away?
It's like how I didn't realize that Michio had fused with your consciousness, Jackal. Common spirits will leak spirit energy left and right, so I can notice them just by looking carefully. But when spirits of a higher caliber fuse with someone's consciousness, detecting them isn't so simple.
Oh.
I'm sorry, my skills still need a lot of work, but I don't have anything else to offer.
Mio, that's not true at all. You're fine. We'll make this work somehow or another.
Thanks. Basically, I believe the mastermind behind everything is a woman possessed by the vengeful spirit of the Onmyoji Ashino.
I see.
Is this mastermind also the one who killed Hajime trying to get the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll? Yes, I think that's very likely. So that's how it is, huh? Then I want you to catch them no matter what. Oh shit. Oops.
Alright, Tsutsumi time. Oh, I heard you had a curse son too?
Yeah, I should give it to you then, right? Those things really are a pain in the ass. I'll gladly hand it over to you before it starts giving me any crazy ideas.
So this is the beckoning light, huh? Alright, it's safe and sound with me. Sorry you won't be able to bring him back.
Don't worry about it. He and I were always prepared for the worst anyway.
What the?
What's wrong?
Damn. The trigger for the beckoning light's curse is some serious shit.
Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I said it gave me weird ideas. See what I mean now?
How's it work?
I'll leave you a note. I'll leave you a note you can read later. We have more important things to worry about now.
Right.
Mr. Tsutsumi, does that make it 5 curse stones that you gather now?
Should be. I want to get the other 4 under wraps as soon as we can.
Let's see, I have no idea about the Whispering Canal. Someone made off with the one-sided reed which Nejima had.
Yeah, damn shame.
After that, we don't know about the Taiko Sugaru either, do we?
So, we can assume that curse bears are still prowling around out there with those ones. What a headache. Hopefully we can find them soon.
I bet he's making jokes and stuff at a time like this because he doesn't want us to stress out. I wonder if he's able to stay so calm because of experience, or if he's just that kind of person. Mayu rushed to Hitomi's place and back for us. She'd been trying to appear calm, but I'm sure she must still be in shock. I'm not sure why, but I feel fired up. It feels like we're close to the moment of truth. I think Mio feels the same.
Hell yeah. Oh, there you were.
Detective Aria was nice enough to get us something to drink earlier. Seeing a detective take time for the little things like that puts my mind at ease a little. Come to think of it, did old man Ashiniya end up getting away? So word's already out, huh? He was cornered, but he managed to take a hostage and escape, is what I heard on the radio. What happened after that? So that's what... Fuck. So that's all the reporting. Here's what really happened.
Yep.
He was killed?
And the hostage was Tsumi's daughter, whose whereabouts are still unknown?
Yep. His daughter showing up was a huge surprise. Even the boss couldn't believe it.
Damn it! The hell do you expect? No one could have seen that coming.
So there's already an emergency search underway for her, key witness and suspect. I'll be rejoining the search for her after we're done here.
He witnessed and suspect. But wasn't she a hostage? Could she have killed Najima and fled the scene?
Well, it's just a possibility.
Ugh. If we're talking possibilities, might as well tell them everything. It's very likely that Najima was killed by a curse stone.
What? By a curse bearer? Oh, it's already evening, so the effect of the Feast of Shadows would be starting to return.
Yeah, which makes it likely that a curse was used to kill him.
Boss, you're repeating yourself. Try to calm down for a sec.
But that would mean the inspector's daughter is probably a curse bearer, right?
Oh, say something? Maybe I'm losing my hearing in my old age.
Boss, you can hear just fine. Don't play the old man card every time you want to get out of something. We tried to talk about how she... We even talked about how she might have the Taiko Sugaru, if that's the case.
Did we? My memory's a little hazy.
You've got a soft spot for your daughter, don't you, Inspector?
It just hits a little too close to home now.
But either way, we have to find her as soon as possible. That's why we'll be joining the search as soon as we're done here. One more thing. There's a very good chance that his daughter has Michio Shiorichi's talisman.
All the more reason for you to get back to that search. Good, best of luck.
What the hell she got herself into?
A lot.
No.
All for a fucking artist.
Yeah. No, is that everything we needed to chat about? If you don't need anything else, we'll be going back to the search.
There actually is one more thing.
Oh, what's that?
Just completely hypothetically. Hypothetically, what if the inspector's daughter was the mastermind? I mean, she's a woman.
Sorry. It just sounds...
Yeah, no, you're fine. It seems like she was after the talismans.
Sorry, don't really understand what you mean.
Boss, come on. We've got to look at the facts.
But that would mean Inspector Susumi would also have to be one of Ashino's descendants.
Oh, right. You're just a normal person, right, Inspector? Unless that's why you're so resistant to the paranormal.
Don't believe I've ever heard anything about being related to someone Myoji.
Oh?
But Well, if you put it like that. Her being the mastermind, it's possible.
Really?
I say possible, but I mean unlikely. Is what I want to think. Damn it, I don't even want to imagine it.
Boss, if we're going to consider it, we have to do it properly. No digging your heels about it.
No, it's not that. It's something I never told her. Never wanted to tell her. The truth is, she's not my real daughter.
What?
20 years ago, well, it's a long story, but we took her in when she was just a baby.
Do you know anything about her birth parents?
You could say I do, I guess. But really, I don't know anything.
What's that supposed to mean? I don't get it.
Ariel, you heard what I said, didn't you?
About 20 years ago? No. Boss, that can't be!
What does it mean?
Before I proceed.
Wait, what the fuck happened 20 years ago?
The Najima murders?
Was she part of it? Wait. Or wait, was she the... She's the baby!
There you go.
She's the baby!
Just giving you a nice little nudge in the right direction.
So her... So wait, by that logic, her quote-unquote lover is Nejima. By that
When you
logic.
put it like that.
Yeah. So by technicality, if we're going off that logic, she kind of killed her fiance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
I kind of had a brain blast moment there for a minute.
Thing. Brain blast.
That's right.
Nejima's...
When we arrested Fumichika Nejima, there was a baby at his house on the brink of death. That was my daughter, Ayame Tsutsumi. She goes by Ayame Tono now.
What?
Someone had to take care of her. A baby holds no blame for the circumstances she came from.
But, boss... According to Nejima... That baby
Yeah.
is his former lover reincarnated using black magic.
What?
Personally, I think that story's bullshit.
According to Nejima.
My goodness. It's hard to believe from Najima's behavior, but could it really be true?
I got a few doubts. We have to question whether the Shino woman ever really existed in the first place. There are no records of her, and no body was found. Her name never came up once during the investigation. Even if this woman really existed, I'm skeptical that someone could be reincarnated as a baby through black magic.
I agree. No matter how you look at it, a spell with that effect is hard to believe. Even the supernatural has rules that must be followed. It seems more likely he's the lunatic himself, not wanting to recognize that a spell he risked his life on failed to work.
That's my thinking too.
Well, taking that away, that is still though the child of Najima.
Yeah, like...
The more natural conclusion is that the baby is his and Shino's, and that she died in childbirth. As long as we don't know Shino's origins, we have to consider the possibility that she could be a descendant of a Shino.
Honestly, tracks. Shino, Ashino, he tracks.
Yeah. When you put it like that, yeah, it does.
If nothing else, their names are pretty similar. Yeah, what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, assuming all this is true for a moment, Ayami getting taken away by Nejima and then killing him would mean that she killed her own father.
Calm down. It is all still conjecture. But now that Nejiman's dead, we have no means to investigate. So regardless of everything, there's only one thing that matters. She's my daughter. And as her parent, I'm responsible for her. Nothing can change that.
Understand.
Alright, we shall get back to the search. We'll find her and clear all of this. The talisman you young ladies are looking for has something to do with this as well. I'd appreciate it if you could help us find it. So if anything happens, please call the police.
We will.
I'm worried about Hitami, so I'm going to head to where she is. I'll be waiting to hear some good news from you all. Complete the
like
Yakuza
Mayu.
branch of chapter 2. We got poor Mayu. Conclusion. Tetsu Tsutsumi. Tsutsumi and Ario continue their investigation, deciding to meet with Ayame Tono to get to the bottom of it all. What will be the conclusion to the courses of the Seven Mysteries of Honjo? To Seimen and Ashino's intertwined fates? We shall see.
We shall see.
Tetsu Tsutsumi.
6 p.m.
Waiting for it. Sumida River.
Hey. How long has it been since we saw each other? 3 years? How you been? I think the last time was when you came to see me after deciding to go to university.
That wasn't because I wanted to see you. I just needed money to pay my tuition.
No one to mince words, eh?
You came alone, right?
Yeah, it's just me. You make it sound like I'm handling over ransom money for hostages.
I just don't want to get caught, okay?
Yeah, right. Never thought I'd see the day that you called the police.
There's something I needed to see you about.
Well, alright then. We got a lot to talk about, so let's go through things one by one. She sure has changed over the past 3 years. Got more of a grown-up air about her. Hard to believe she's that same little girl who would get omelette all over her face when we took her out to eat. Wait a minute. Is that how far back I have to go for a happy memory together? Wow. No wonder she hates me.
Damn.
Damn, indeed.
The sun is starting to dip down into the horizon. This long day is about to end. We don't have to worry about Nejima's threat anymore, but I sure didn't expect this to happen.
Well, you know what they say, expect the unexpected.
Yep.
Okay, at the very least, we can't see them. we can't really see them around, so at the very least, they're well hidden.
Yeah. They're out of eyesight from both of them.
Alright.
Alright. Let's start about being taken hostage.
I'm sorry I couldn't save you from Nejima. Are you hurt?
Wow, I didn't expect that from you.
Huh?
I thought you'd just start questioning me before you bothered to ask how I'm doing.
Ah. Well, still your father.
Oh, maybe boss can handle this after all.
Okay, good start, good start.
Keep going, keep going.
I'm fine. I managed to get away
Keep
somehow
rolling.
or other.
Right, I'm glad.
Okay.
That's it. Alright. About why she wants the rite.
Why are you willing to go so far for the rite of resurrection? What do you want with it?
Even if I told you, you wouldn't understand. You just call it stupid and dismiss the idea completely.
Come on, I wouldn't do that. Maybe together we can think of a way for you to get what you want without resurrection.
I want to bring Katsushika Hokusai back to life.
Hokusai? What? Hokusai the ukiyo-e artist? That Hokusai? Want to bring him back to life?
That'd be quite a feat, huh?
That's you! I heard you like his art, but why would you do something so stupid?
See? The only time I ever felt there was a place I belonged was when I was immersed in the dreamlike world of ukiyo-e. Though I'm sure you never noticed.
Really? I had no idea.
It saved me. Hokusai is the reason I'm still alive today.
I didn't know you felt so hopeless.
You would only realize it now, but it's too late. Feeling sorry won't do either of us any good.
Keep it going?
Yeah, keep her going.
From the moment I heard about the rite of resurrection, I knew that was my destiny. If this is all I ever accomplish, I'll die happy.
I'm really serious about this. Alright, next one.
Talisman.
Can I ask you one thing? Do you know anything about the talisman Michio Shiraishi had?
Michio Shiraishi?
From the car crash you were in with that Namigaki guy.
Oh, with Yutaro. Yeah, I was there.
Yutaro? That sounds like... So you and him were... I mean...
Not really. He was kind of boring. A boring guy.
What? You serious? But he's dead.
Ah, you're getting off track, Mr. Tsutsumi. The talisman! Go back to the talisman!
We shouldn't have relied on him for this.
Well, if you don't plan on seeing him again, it doesn't matter. But with the hit and run case on top of everything, you're really in deep.
Is that really what you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I mean no! Tell me about the talisman. You take it from the scene?
You mean this?
That's it!
I picked it up at the scene of the crash. I didn't want to leave fingerprints behind.
That's all? There's really no other reason?
What's the big deal? Is it really that special? This whole thing?
Yeah, it's really important. Do you mind giving it to me?
Important? For when?
For putting a stop to the courses of the Seven Mysteries.
Oh! So that means if I give you the talisman, I won't be able to use the rite. Then no way. I'm definitely keeping it.
I screwed that one up. Oh my gosh. Bro.
Mr. Tatsumi, you really can't do any better than that.
Come on, the talisman.
Alright, keep it going. Will you...
Keep it going if we have more dialogue.
Give me the
Although I
talisman.
feel like I know what.
What? No way, I can't lose the rite.
Okay, next one.
Yeah, I had a feeling that's what I was going. About her curse stone.
You have a curse stone, don't you?
I do.
You wouldn't happen to feel like handing it over, would ya? The bliss will handle any damage the curse cause. Now, before you do any more wrong with it.
I'm not giving it up.
Of course not. Me being a curse bearer, are you after my life?
That's exactly what I'm here for. I didn't come to chat. We can talk all you want, but as soon as the condition for my curse is met, I'll use it, no hesitation.
Yikes. Or do you have more than one? How many curses do you have?
3, not that it matters.
3, huh?
I'm not handing them over.
Okay.
Ichika Nejima.
Then I'll put this bluntly. Did you kill Najima?
And if I did, would you hide me from the police?
Well, I don't know if I...
That's what I thought. Your job is the only thing you really care about. Yes, I did it.
You.
I don't think he even knew I was a curse bearer. He brought me to those gardens, and I realized while he was talking to me that he fulfilled the condition of my curse. So just give it a shot. I didn't think it would actually activate. So, there's no going back now.
That's not true. You can still make things right before you make them worse.
And let me say it another way. This is my chance, and I won't throw it away.
Your chance? Did Nejima say anything to you?
He said a lot of bad things about you, that's for sure.
Yeah, not surprised there.
So I said a lot of bad things about you back. I didn't want it to be outdone.
Harsh.
In that sense, I felt just a little like he was my kindred spirit.
No, kindred spirit? What are you talking about? He's a dangerous criminal.
But I'm a murderer now too, aren't I? Maybe we're not so different.
No,
That's
you're different.
very not true.
Am I?
Well, maybe not that different.
But at least you're honest.
No, she's not. No, she's so much. He sacrificed like 20 people. She killed one.
I mean, that's why he said not that much. Like, maybe a little bit, but not the same. I know I haven't been the best father, but I wonder, of all the fathers in the world, are there any who wouldn't cover for their child if they committed a crime?
How should I know? You're the detective here. You must have seen plenty of cases like that.
Yeah, plenty of parents take the fall for their children, or give them a place to hide. As a person, it's wrong, but maybe, as a parent, it's the right thing to do?
I don't know. But I think having a father like that would make it easier to go to him for advice if I did something wrong. Maybe there's a sense of security in knowing that no matter what happened, you have at least one person on your side.
I see, so that's what it would take to be on your side. I can't do that.
That's okay. I wasn't really expecting you to.
So Najima really didn't tell you anything?
Not really, no.
My last one. How is she? Yasuko, I mean.
Mom? I haven't kept in touch with her. I've been on my own this whole time. I'm sure you've reached out to her, though, haven't you?
I did call her this morning, actually, just to make sure she was safe. She's been running all over the place looking for you.
Sounds like she's fine to me. Did you contact her after I called the police to tell her you'd heard from me?
I did not.
This.
Well, I heard you're into nightlife and staying out late these days. Didn't want her to worry more than she already was.
You're one to talk.
Okay.
I think I let you talk enough. Mind letting me have a turn?
By all means.
You're hiding something. You're hiding something from me, aren't you?
Huh? What'd you say?
I went hum.
Ah.
Thinking, you know what? Let's tell her the truth then. I think, right? So.
Yep.
Well, sure. You can live as long as I have without having a secret or two.
Of course you tried to dodge the question. Now then. Let me tell you how my curse stone, the Taiko Sugata, works.
What?
My curse bludgeons to death anyone I find out is hiding something from me. So if you try to cover something up that I know is true, I'll be able to use my curse on you. With that in mind, can I ask you one more thing?
I get it. Why you wanted to see me. Let me tell you one thing first. The Evergreen Beach has a similar condition. I can use my curse on anyone who tells me a lie.
What? How is that fair? How do you use that curse on me?
As an officer of the law, it's inexcusable. Persevering with a duty to his child, I have no other choice.
Are you threatening me? You really think that's enough to convince me to do as you say?
I don't want to use it either, but for your sake, I guess you try not to lie.
Go ahead then. If I lie, then so be it. Okay, I'm gonna ask. If you try to hide it, you really will die. Am I your real daughter? I'm just a baby you picked up to replace your stillborn, aren't I? And you could never bring yourself to tell me who my real parents were, so you just kept hiding it.
Right answer, wrong reasoning.
Still too much of a coward to tell me, huh? You don't like the truth, so you won't admit it. But my real parent is the man I was just with.
Ayame! Is that all you have to say? And I only have one answer for you. You are, honestly and truly, our daughter. Nothing more, nothing less.
Even now, you're still trying to hide it? Why? Are you really that stupid?
Boss! Why is your pride worth dying for?
I should have known. Why? I go this far to hide it.
Ayame, listen.
Huh? You're... How?
Ayame, be proud. No matter what happens, you are our precious daughter.
Oh wait, how are you still alive?
I don't know what that piece of shit Najima filled your head with, but you're not Shino. And you're not a Shino either. You're our daughter, Ayame Tsutsumi. Alright, I guess he's Tono now. Well, that's fine too. Tsutsumi, Tono. What will always be part of who you are.
What? Why are you doing this? It's not true. Because proves that it's not.
Sure, you probably don't have many memories of us playing together. And I did leave everything at home to your mom, and I was barely ever there for you. Even so, when I was working, no matter how crazy a crime scene I was at, all ever was for you to grow up to be happy. That's it.
Why? Why say all of this now?
So, do one last thing for me. I want you to tell me the truth, too. And if you lied to me now, I'm taking you with me.
Stop, I can't.
The mastermind behind all this, the one who awakened the curse of the Seven Mysteries in order to use the rite. It wasn't you, was it?
No. I wouldn't even know how to do that.
And picking up Miss Yoshiraichi's talisman was just a coincidence, right?
Huh? Yeah, I already told you that.
Good. Hearing that, I can rest easy. You're nothing like Najima. You can stand on your own two legs. You can keep living without escaping into a fantasy. You can hate me. You can dream all the crazy dreams you want. Just don't ever stop trying to do good. You're a victim of your curse, too. It's not late to atone for the hit and run, for using the curse. Don't run away. You can still make things right. I know you can. because you're my daughter. And after that, you still live the best life that you can.
Dad!
Boss! Boss!
What a way to fucking go!
Damn it. God fucking damn it.
Yeah,
It's always the good ones.
it's always. That day, 6:18 p.m., Ayame Tono was taken into custody. Tetsuo Tsumi's death was confirmed at the same time. The 5 core stones possessed by Tsutsumi, as well as the 3 given up by Ayame, lost their curse bearers. These temporarily extinguished their spirit power, allowing Miyokuro Suzu to obtain them and seal them away without difficulty. The Yin talisman, possessed by Ayame Tono, was recovered and trusted to Miyokuro Suzu as well. Thus, any massacre that could potentially be caused by this iteration of the curses was prevented before it could ever happen. So it seemed.
Aren't we still missing one?
Yep. The Taiko of Sugata
Yeah,
kills by bludgeoning one who is discovered to be hiding something from the curse bearer. A resentful memory. The deep sound of the drums once more reverberates through the night air. How long has it been since we started hearing them each day? Could it be coming from the daimyo's residence? I hear they have a drum in their fire watchtower instead of wooden clackers, but I don't see any fire. So why are they sounding the drum? Then one morning, a body was found. Isn't that old man Kanso, the ukiyo-e painter? He lived nearby, but had been down and out for years, despite his best efforts to sell his works. Every now and then his granddaughter will visit him, and he would teach her to paint. It was the old man's only pleasure. One day, his granddaughter told him about her dreams, curses, soul's resurrection. Hearing her tale, the old man was gripped by a sudden zeal and began to paint with great fervor. His work quickly became famous, and enchanting all those who viewed the strange imagery. Even the daimyo had taken notice. What could possibly have happened? The people whispered amongst each other. It looked almost as if he had been beaten like a drum. And the one-sided read was a true story behind this one. Kills by the disemboweled man, one whose face, address, name, age, occupation, and location are all known by the curse bearer. A resentful memory. Okuma was a lovely woman. She was spirited, worked hard and lived a frugal yet pleasant life, until her husband hanged himself. My husband? A swindler? Who would believe such a thing? Okuma was determined to clear her husband's name. That is when she met Tomeso, a man that was a stranger to these parts. This man must be one of the daimyo's spies. It appears that after my husband, I will be next, so be it. But what is he hunting for? Okuma, putting on the airs of a woman mourning her husband, went to the bridge nightly to seek information from Tomeso. She soon discovered that she was right, and that her husband had been deceived. Okuma decided to bring her newfound knowledge to the daimyo. Much to Tomeso's alarm, angered at having been misled, he confronted her on the bridge, but Okuma would not listen. She cursed him, called him vile names, and eventually his patience had worn thin. Blood splattered everywhere, and by the time he returned to his senses, it was already too late. He looked over the bridge into the river of blood below and saw the corpse of a woman missing both an arm and a leg. Now that's the truth behind those two. Junario.
Oh, yeah, because now that he's dead.
Yep.
Sorry for keeping you out so late, Mio. I can't take my mind off Curse Bearer, who was never found.
Oh, it's no problem for me. I usually work at night anyway. Do you see Ayako home safely?
Yep, we sent her home in a patrol car earlier. Apparently, she put up quite the fuss, saying she wanted to see things through to the end.
Thank you. The Feast of Shadows was starting to take effect, so it would have been dangerous. Now, is these two against the world?
Yep. 8 p.m. No one around. This place is as silent as a grave. No one wants to go out at night in these parts after everything that happened over the past 2 days.
And also, guess what? The final one. Let's take a quick look at these.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Head Honcho, Peekaboo, Bumper Penguin, Fair Feather. I found this one in the lottery of Richter. Turns out he had more dialogue. I just needed to pull out this motherfucker. The Ostracizer.
The Ostracizer.
Illegal Eagle. Haiku. Sparing Sparrow Bros. Know-It-Owl. That's a nice pun. The Know-It-All. Cacophony. Yeah. That reminds me of the Cacophony song from Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah. I wasn't expecting you to make a DK reference.
Hey, I know DK country stuff. Crane Stem. Royal King Penguin. that's a name. Pelican. No. the fucking fish, just a cigarette. Falcon Man. Quackitude. Oh, this is one hell of a name. Swanelope Swoost.
Swanelope Swoost.
Bad Bill. Pink Punisher. Penny Prattle.
Yeah.
Budgie Mary. That's nice.
Yeah.
Right, nothing else around? Can I click on all this either? Alright. Oh yeah, maybe this is it. Oh!
What's wrong?
Next is Detective Ariel?
What?
I'll let that simmer down in your mind for a little.
So much has happened this evening, but it's still not over. We haven't found the curse bearer of the Whispering Canal. We still have to put a stop to these curses. I can't get my mind off the remaining curse stone, the Whispering Canal, and who the mastermind is. But we have to deal with that thing before I can worry about any of that. How's it going with the two talismans? Have you figured out the location of the record of Fate's Yin Scroll?
I have, more or less. When I combined the contents of the two talismans, they form a seal which could be undone. The things inside the talisman that look like scraps of wood were actually a tiny scroll kept folded up by the seal.
Who would have thought the two talismans actually combined into the scroll itself? So that's the Yin Scroll then. What does it say?
Well, there's one more seal we have to undo to open the scroll. It's giving me some trouble, so I was actually hoping you could help me out.
Okay, unlocking the seal. Got it. Sure thing. I don't know what I'll be able to do, but let me at it.
Wow, I didn't expect you to be so eager to help. It's only reassuring. That's area for you. Okay,
Yep.
Let's see. There are 5 seals holding the scroll shut. I think we have to remove them in the correct order. Each seal has a different design: a carp, a light, a beech leaf, a taiko drum, and a reed.
Remove the 5 seals in the right order. Okay. If we get it wrong, is it going to, go boom?
Huh? No, we just have to try again. I tested it once already.
Oh, you've already tried it yourself? So brave.
I think it's the device, so the seal can only be undone if the curses for the rite have already been unleashed. And I think there's a hint to opening it hidden in something related to the curses. Just let me know when you're ready. Let me just make a quick save. Let's go. Oh, wait, let's look with Mio. It won't
Yeah.
explode or anything, so we might as well give it a try.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, this is for if you're having trouble. Right after. Okay, yeah. Oh shit. What was the order that she said? Okay. A carp, a light, a beech leaf, a tychodrum, and a reed.
Okay.
Do you have that noted down?
Yeah. I think. Hang on, go back to it real quick.
Oh wait, it's already laid out like that. Oh, it didn't.
Yeah.
So I get.
Just
Oh.
do it in order. So
Yeah, not quite. I don't think that was right.
nope, no good.
Okay, now I think she says something. Yep. Do you recognize any of the things on these seals? They look sort of familiar. Maybe they be something in our files.
Wait. Go to the Seven Mysteries of Honjo for
And-
me.
Okie dokie. I think you are starting to get it. What is happening?
Yeah, so in order. So okay, let's check what we have. Check what the options are
Yeah. So
for the seals. Check what the options are for the seals.
the seals. Right.
Yeah, like go back.
Yeah. The carp, light seal. Yeah. Beech leaf, tychodrum, and the reed.
Okay, so back to the Seven Mysteries, we need to look for one that's a fish or a carp. In line with fish.
Fish.
Yeah, drowning. So the carp would be first then. That's the first one. So then go to the Fool's Procession. Which one does this look like?
A mask.
A mask, so I do not believe that's next. The beckoning light. What does this one look like?
One of these.
Looks like a lantern.
Yeah, that one of those Eastern lanterns.
Go back to the options again, because we have the first one. What's the second one?
Light seal.
Light seal. Okay, yeah. So the light seal.
And the thing is called
Yeah,
the
that-
beckoning light.
Yeah, so it is carp then light. Keep going. Haunted clappers.
Yeah, they're clappers.
Were there clappers in the things? In the
Nope.
in the option. So no, then keep going. Evergreen Beach.
The evergreen beech. A beech, yeah, a beech leaf from the tree.
Beach leaf. Go back to the options for me.
Beech leaf seal.
Beach leaf seal. So yeah. Taiko drum seal.
I mean, that was easy. The Taiko Tsugaru.
So wait. They are supposed to be in order then. Okay, go to the Honjo incident for me.
Oh.
Did it say which order they all actually occurred in?
No.
Go back to the Seven Mysteries.
it
Go back
never
to the
did.
Seven Mysteries.
Yep, it never quite did. The events that occurred around a certain resurrection spell became the basis for the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. It never specifies.
Okay, scroll up to the top of this page then.
This?
Oh yeah, let me just read through this. Honjo. Some people blaming things. Saying around spiritual monsters. Religion, despite what they would imply. Actually, about entities, strange elements. So yeah, they're all in order anyways. Okay, so... Because based on from what I'm seeing, it seems they would all be in order. But we already tried that.
Yeah. Okay. Let me do it again, and she'll give us another clue if I'm not mistaken. And I think she gets more precise with each one. And yeah, because I really want you to try to figure this one out for yourself. Because I was like, holy shit, when I figured it out. No, the seals look like some of the curse stones designs. That must mean there's some order to the Seven Mysteries of Honjo that correspond to them. I see.
What I was trying to do.
Yeah, let's do it again. Oh wait, shit. Whoops. The seal was applied during the Edo period, so it probably has to do with events that took place around then.
The Edo period. Which ones took place around the fucking Edo period?
It was when the Honjo incident happened. Another clue?
Yeah, one more.
Yeah, don't worry. They never spell it out, by the way, so don't worry.
Yeah.
I tried it myself.
Nah.
I'll look up their sinful memories. I'll look up their sinful memories for the mysteries that correspond to the 5 seals. These are fragments of the dying moments of those who became the curse echoes. The curse echoes. Reading closely, doesn't it feel like there's a connection between them?
What connects? Okay. Go back to them real quick.
Files, 7 mysteries. Which one?
We'll start from the top, so Whispering Canal.
For sinful memory. Toki loved fishing with her father Jinkichi more than anything. With their wicker baskets on their backs, they would leave for the canal every morning and fish till the evening. The miso soup her mother Koma made using the carp they caught was to die for. Her parents loved her dearly. One day, however, her father disappeared. Toki's mother went to look for him and never came back either. Those who came to express their concern eventually stopped visiting out of fear. Toki continued to wait all alone. Mother, father, where did you go? Don't leave me behind. Unable to bear the loneliness, she left her home and trudged along the roads until night fell. Neither her mother nor father were anywhere to be found. Tears stung her eyes. Suddenly, the sound of fish splashing in the water cut through the silence. She found herself standing before the canal where they used to fish together. The taste of carp and the memory of her father's smile flashed across her mind. Without thinking, Toki walked into the mouth. The sound of the water splashing echoed throughout the night air. Passerby thought of it only as the fish in the canal. The splashing faded, and silence returned to the lonely night. I said at least 2 words that should have ring alarm bells right now, by the way, while I was reading.
Obviously, the carp they caught.
Let me give you a final clue in the matter of let me read a certain story again. Okoma was a lovely woman. She was spirited and worked hard and lived a frugal yet pleasant life until her husband hanged himself. A husband, a swindler? Who would believe such a thing? Okoma was determined to clear her husband's name. That is when she met Tomeso, a man that was a stranger to these parts. This man must be the one who Daimyo spies. It appears that that after my husband, I will be next. So be it. But what is he hunting for? Okoma, putting on the airs of a woman mourning her husband, went to the bridge nightly to seek information from Tomeso. She soon discovered that she was right, and that her husband had been deceived. Okoma decided to bring her newfound knowledge to the daimyo. Much to Tomeso's alarm, angered at having been misled, he confronted her on the bridge, but Okoma would not listen. She cursed him, called him vile names, and eventually his patience had worn thin. Blood splattered everywhere, and by the time he returned to his senses, it was already too late. You look over the bridge into the river of blood below and saw the corpse of a woman missing both an arm and a leg. Do you notice something?
Again, something has to do with water. The ones that have to do with water. Right? Or...
Toki loved fishing with her father Jinkichi more than anything, with their wicker baskets, and they would leave for the canal every morning and fish till the evening. The miso soup her mother Koma made using the carp they caught was to die for. Friends love her dearly.
Trying to rack my brain about it.
Go on. What's it have in common? See out the connections.
Wait, go back to the Whispering Canal.
Okay, actually, let me go to another one real quick.
Okay.
I just want to check something real quick. Okay, no, they don't mention that here.
Ow.
What happened?
I smacked my hand on my desk.
Nah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna give you a big hint for free. Well, how about that?
Alright.
So,
It's up to you, I guess.
Toki here calls her mother Koma, but oh, shit, what was it? Oh, right here. But she, but she's actually, but she's called Okoma.
Wait, are those two the same person?
Now, start connecting.
Wait.
Also, try to also remember their cause of death, which is basically the means by which they kill. Most of the time. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So wait, the lady in here is the mother of the one in the Whispering Canal, right?
Yeah. Now, and yeah, try to make some connections. She mentioned her mother. Who the hell else did she mention?
Or Taiki's mother. Or Toki, not Taiki, Toki.
Yeah, Toki is her. Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Toki's her.
And she
Who's
loved
the
fishing
father?
with
Oh.
her father, Jinkichi.
Jinkichi.
And now knowing that the mother is Okoma. Now oh shit, wait, no, not that. Fuck. I keep wait. There we go. Yeah, my husband, a swindler. Who would believe such a thing? Yeah, so her husband, yeah, her husband was called a swindler. I'll go through every story, and you can stop me whenever we go into a jackpot. Oh wait, actually, I don't even have to go through that. I just need to tell you the ones that are technically relevant. Although all the other ones also connect. A vague silhouette is framed by the silvery moonlight near the bridge. It is a man. hunched over near death. With regret carved on his face, visions of the past flashed through his mind. Memories of the young couple and their daughter. But he has lost everything.
Ah,
He had repaid the kindness shown to him with evil. Though regrets gnaw at him now, it is too late.
memories of the young couple and their daughter.
Yep.
That's what I'm grabbing onto.
So far, so good.
So this is.
Alright, I'll make it a little bit easy for you. You need to make a timeline.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, first up is obviously the Whispering Canal, from what I have to tell. First up is the Whispering Canal. That is, like, that seems obvious.
Well, read carefully though.
Yeah.
Because of this, read carefully.
One day, however, her father disappeared, took his mother went to look after him, and never came back. Those who came to express their concern suddenly stopped visiting out of fear. I'm gonna be lonely. Okay, so maybe not then.
But it is but it also with this, you know where her parents will go before her.
So this one's last, is what you're telling me. She goes last, I think.
I mean,
oh no, second last. Second last, not last. This one's last.
Yeah, his mind turns to the Onmyoji woman. It was all her doing. No, the blame lay with him and his inexperience. He had foolishly involved himself with the forbidden, inviting evil into his life. I should have left the rite of resurrection well enough alone. The light of the man's life began to fade, and regret and the anger washed over him in turns. If only I had accomplished it in the end. Alas, it's too late for that now. I am prepared for hell. Perhaps in another life I can fulfill my dreams. Even if this body perishes, I can atone for my sins. Okay, so the other one that we're talking about, it was the beach. That's the other one that we had in the menu. Kills by hanging, one who tries to mislead the curse bearer with false statements. He deceives us with his so-called rite of resurrection. The man who tricked the people with his false dark art swings from a rope. They thought the man had escaped the previous night, but oddly enough, he was found hanging in the garden of the daimyo's mansion that morning. The man, a local man named Jinkichi, was known for his kind temperament.
He's first. Okay, the Evergreen Beach is first.
Yeah, he was hanged for being a liar.
Yeah, so this means that the one-sided reed is next.
Yeah, because she was my husband, a swindler. Screw that. Yeah, who is such a thing?
Okay, so hang on, let me actually fucking get my notes in order.
Yeah, what was the other one? Oh no, that's all of them. Oh yeah, the taiko drum, right? Let's read that, and then sort out your thoughts.
I'm like fully writing this down. So go back real quick.
To where?
So it was it was the husband who was first. So the Evergreen Beach was first.
Mm-hmm.
Evergreen Beach. Then it was the haunted clappers, right? No. One-sided reed. One-sided reed. We got the blank one. Then it was Spring Canal. And then Beckoning Light. So then we're missing one.
Yeah.
And you're telling me it's this one.
Yeah, the Taiko Sugaru. Kills by bludgeoning the one who is discovered to be hiding something from the curse bearer. Yep. The deep sound of drum once more reverberates through the night air. How long has it been since we started hearing them each day? Could it be coming from the daimyo's residence? The daimyo's is mentioned a lot, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I heard they have a drum in their fire watch tower instead of wooden clackers, but I don't see a fire. So why are they sounding the drum? Then one morning, a body was found. Isn't that old man Kanso, the ukiyo painter? He lived in nearby, but had been down and out for years, despite his best effort to sell his works. Every now and then, his granddaughter would visit, and he would teach her the paint. It was the old man's only pleasure. One day, his granddaughter told him about her dreams, curses, souls, resurrection. Hearing her tale, the old man was gripped by a sudden zeal and began to paint with great fervor. His work quickly became famous, enchanting all those who viewed the strange imagery. Even the daimyo had taken notice. What could possibly have happened? The people whispered among each other. It looked almost as if he had been beaten like a drum. Yeah, so yeah. Long story short, that banging that they were hearing, yeah, that was them beating the living shit out of this old man,
Jesus.
and that's what that's why he kills by bludgeoning, by 101 blows. That's how much they did to him. 101 fucking blows.
Damn.
Also, so his granddaughter told him about dreams, curses, and resurrection. But let's go to the the beckoning light. Yeah, we know that yeah, remember that, yeah, you told me that you said that this was Seven, right? The creator
I
of
believe
the
so, yes.
Riot,
That was
yeah, the creator of the
that
Riot
was my-
Resurrection.
that was my initial thought.
Yeah, and as you said, Seaman is the one that created the Riot Resurrection. So if he's the creator, how did a little girl know?
On the tip of my tongue. I don't want to go with the most obvious answer. Is it? It's either, like, I'm thinking either father or grandfather.
So read this
Like-
again, and I think you might figure it out. Read
Okay.
this part again.
Memories of the young couple and their daughter. But he has lost everything. He had repaid the kindness shown to him with evil. Through regret gnaws at him now. It is too late to undo it. Of the young couple and their daughter. Okay, well, it sounds like they took whoever this is in. I feel like the answer's right on the tip of my tongue, but it's not coming into my head.
Okay, again. So yeah, supposing he's Seaman, and that he created the Riot Resurrection, and this family with their daughter take him in, why does he feel so much sorrow and repentance that that they died? That he remembers them as he was dying.
Because it was his doing?
But why? Why did misery fall upon the family for his cause? What exactly? Why exactly? Does he feel responsible for what happened to the family?
Why would he?
Okay, so the couple. Let's see why the dad died. He deceived us with the so-called Rite of Resurrection. The man who tricked the people with his false dark arts swing from a rope. That's why he was hanged.
Did they pin the blame on him?
What do you mean?
Because they're making it... Okay. Because they're making it sound like the father was the one who was leading everyone on about the rite of resurrection. But in
Yeah.
the beckoning light, he mentioned how he should have left it alone. Wait, no, wait, I'm wrong about this. I think I'm wrong about this.
All right. So make it easy for you. Recap what everything besides the Taiko Sugaru. Do a recap, and I think it'll come.
Cap, everything. What? Everything up to the Taiko of Sugaru?
Yeah. Do a recap of the events that you have
Okay,
so
so-
far besides the Taiko Sugaru. So you have a more clear image because you have a more clear image of the other ones.
Okay, so the Evergreen Beach, hung for spreading misinformation about the rite of resurrection.
Yeah.
That about sums it up.
Yeah.
The one-sided read. She didn't believe that her husband was spreading lies, and went to go find. Wait, go back to the one-sided the one-sided read.
Oh wait, shit.
The one-sided read.
Yeah.
Determined to clear her husband's name. That's when she met Tomezo, a man. That's Tomezo. Wait. Is the beckoning light Tomezo? Wait. Man, a stranger. This must be one of the Lamio's spies. It appears that after my husband, I will be next. So be it. But what is he hunting for? Okuma, putting on the ears of a woman mourning her husband, went to the bridge nightly to seek information from Tomezo. She soon discovered that she was right, and that her husband had been deceived. Okuma decided to bring her newfound knowledge to the daimyo, much to Tomezo's alarm. Agreeing at having been misled, he confronted her on the bridge, but Okuma did not listen. She cursed him, called him vile names, and eventually his patience had worn thin.
And then what's on the next on the line? Give the
The-
timeline going.
Taiko of Sugaru, that's the next one on the line, but you said except for that one.
Yeah, so because you know more about
So-
you have more clear idea besides that one.
The Whispering Canal is next.
Yeah, what happened? How do you what sums it up here?
Well, obviously, before everything, okay, so yeah, it starts off at the start, they're all happy. Then the Evergreen Beach happens, the father disappears, and the mother didn't come back either, because the mother went trying to clear his name.
And they killed her in the bridge.
They ended up killing her on the bridge. She leaves home. Couldn't find them. She hears fish splashing in the water, finds herself standing before the canal where they used to fish together. Tastes of carp, and the memory of his father's smile flashed across her mind while thinking Toki walked through the moat. Water splashing echoed throughout the night air.
Yeah, and she fell through the moat and she basically drowned.
Yeah. So, what I'm trying to think is, who was the father deceived by? Who was he deceived by? I feel like that answer is in the one-sided read. That answer's in the one-sided read, correct? Or has it not been specified yet? Because from what I can tell, he was deceived by the man who is for the beckoning light. That's who he was deceived by.
Well,
That's what I'm thinking.
well, here in the Evergreen Beach, they said he deceived us with the so-called rite of resurrection. But why will the people think of this? And being that he deceived them from the rite of resurrection, and then his wife will say he's no liar.
Wait. Is he the Onmyoji or whatever the fuck? That's what I have to think. Cause
If he's the Miyoji, then and then why this guy right here? It says, yeah, the young couple and their daughter, but he lost everything. He can repay their kindness with evil. It is late to undo it now. His mind turns to the Onmyoji woman. It was all her doing. Now the blame with him. He got foolishly involved himself with the forbidding, but he was his life. I should have left the right resurrection well enough alone.
he said he should have left it alone. Nothing about him making it.
Remember who you
So
think this guy is.
Yeah, the original fucking Onmyoji who made the Rite of Resurrection stuff. Whatever the fuck his name was.
Simon.
Yeah, I think. This is
Yeah, basically
who
what
I
I'm trying.
originally
Yeah,
thought
why
Simon.
does he feel resentful?
Because he watched everything fall apart?
And the reason for why everything fell apart?
I'm feeling like such an idiot right now. I imagine the answer's right here and I'm just not getting it.
Alright, I'll give you the biggest hint you'll ever imagine. This is Simon.
Okay, so I was right about that. It is Seaman. But what does Seaman have to do with all of this?
I mean, he's
Because-
the creator of the Rite of Resurrection, remember?
So is the Beckoning Light and the Evergreen Beach the same person? But that doesn't make sense.
No, because he's dead. He himself tells us so.
Yeah, wait. Then
Then how did the dad know about the Rite of Resurrection? Think.
Seaman is
And think about all this too.
the only thing I can imagine. Think out.
He had repaid their kindness shown to him with evil. And then his mind turns to the Onmyoji woman. What's all her doing?
It's making it sound like he was their grandfather.
But the grandfather
What
is
I'm-
dead.
But yeah, he's dead. The biggest thing I need to figure out here is who told the father about the rite of resurrection, or how did he know about the rite of resurrection? That's like the main thing I need to think about here, right?
Yeah. And the answer is around here.
Okay, so of the young couple and their daughter, but he has lost everything. He had repaid the kindness shown to him with evil. Through regret, oh regret, knows that it is too late to undo it. Of the young couple and their
What is the
daughter.
kindness that they shown to him?
He give them the rite of resurrection?
And if we go by that logic,
If we go by that logic... Okay. If we go by that logic, that means he gave the father the rite of resurrection. Which meant he had already killed enough people to get the Rite of Resurrection? Wait. No, I think I'm getting off track. You see this? Wait, he deceived us with his so-called... Wait.
Yeah, these people don't know about Simon. They heard the resurrection from his mouth. Going by this.
So he never told anyone... So, Simon never actually told anyone about the Rite of Resurrection. The dad just took it and kept talking about it. And people didn't believe him.
Then he was hanged. And then happened
Then
the
he was
one-sided
hung, yeah.
reed, and then the canal. And now with that, we go to the Evergreen Beach? No, Takotsugaru.
Taiko Sugaru. Oldman Hanzo.
Yeah. One day, his granddaughter told him about her dreams, curses, souls, resurrection. In her tale, the old man grabbed by a sudden steel and began to paint with great fervor.
So is... Wait. His granddaughter, is he talking about the girl from the Whispering Canal?
Toki.
Okay.
And then we go to the Beginning Light.
Wait! Wait! I have this wrong! Taiko of Sugaru is first.
So,
Taiko of Sugaru is first.
Tell me
That's
the
how the
timeline.
daughter knew. So, the new timeline. Taiko of Sugaru. Then it's the Evergreen Beach, one-sided reed, and then Whispering Canal.
Takotsugaru. Yeah, the beach. Wait, repeat.
One-sided reed,
That was I read.
Whispering Canal, Beckoning
the-
Light.
That's correct.
Oh god, okay.
Wow.
Ah, my ear's ringing. Fuck.
You got it right. It's open. It took 5 tries, but you did it. It took me 28 tries, by the way.
Oh my god. I feel like this only farther solidifies that I'm a fucking idiot.
Hey, again, took me 28 tries.
Yeah, but I also took me how many hints?
A lot.
Okay. I just needed some time to get warmed up, that's all.
Now we can finally read what's written inside. Let's see. And here's the complete tale. It is said that... actually, let me read from here first. During the Edo period, here's what happened. And this includes what happened with... including the stories from the other things. Yeah, all the other stories are also connected. The story is that... this is a story that takes place in the late Edo period. There was once a family that lived in a row house in Honjo. The family consisted of a Netsuke craftsman named Jinkichi, his wife Koma, and their daughter Toki. They enjoy a poor but happy existence. One day, they took in a man by the name of who claimed to be a shomoji. He was on the run, having barely escaped with his life from something or another, and wound up in Honjo. The tough circumstances had left him sick and destitute. Jinkichi felt sorry for the man and decided to shelter him. There's the kindness. The stranger was deeply grateful for his kindness and care for Jinkichi's family, as without it he would have surely died, and told them thusly on the day of his departure, "I want to give you my thanks, but unfortunately I have nothing of value." He paused and asked, "Is there anyone you want to bring back to life?"
There it is.
It turned out that the man's true name was Tsuchi Mikado Seiman, a descendant of renown on Myoji, and he had been researching the fabled Rite of Resurrection. For his crime in unearthing this forbidden rite, he was chased out by his family, but he wrote down everything about the spell in a book he named the Record of Fates while on the run. Whoever sought to perform the rite will need to kill people and gather their soul dregs. Simon had only researched the rite out of the spirit of inquiry, but thought himself willing to use the rite if it was for the sake of Jinkichi's family. However, Jinkichi shook his head. Sacrificing someone is unthinkable. We didn't help you because we wanted something in return, so you owe us nothing, he said, declining the unbelievable offer. Simon bowed his head in gratitude countless times at those words and left their house. In the same area, there lived an ukiyo-e artist known as Old Man Kanso. His art didn't sell much, but he often looked after Toki while Jinkichi and Koma were out working. Young Toki heard Simon talk about the rite of resurrection, but being too young to comprehend it, regaled it to Old Man Kanso as a story of fiction. Old Man Kanso, inspired by the story and filled with renewed vigor, put his heart and soul into his next painting. The piece, centered around the theme of resurrection, became an instant hit in town. Jinkichi, being a shrewd businessman, saw an opportunity and jumped on the bandwagon by carving Netsuke connected to Old Man Kanso's ukiyo-e. He made up stories about his Netsuke, telling the people that their blessings were connected to resurrection, and his business rapidly flourished. That man unknowingly left us a wonderful gift, thought Jinkichi and his family, but they were unaware of the tragedy that would soon unfold. Before long, word of Old Man Kanso's wonderful ukiyo-e reached the ears of the local daimyo, remember? And he was summoned to the Lord's residence. But what awaited him was not praise, but cruel torture at the hands of Ashino, a female onmyoji, who was in pursuit of Seinen. It was her who pressured Seinen into researching the rite of resurrection, which she secretly planned to use to preserve her beauty for all eternity. Ashino took advantage of the fact that the daimyo's heart was weak and frail following the loss of his family, and manipulated him into capturing Old Man Kanso. The source of the recent humors about resurrection. Tell me where you heard the right resurrection, Ashino demanded, and the brutal beatings continued. It was said that the eerie sound of the beatings rang out like the beating of a taiko drum night after night, reaching even the watchtower of the Sugaro residence. In the end, Ashino's cruel torture secured her the information of Jinkichi's family and the existence of the Record of Fates. The daimyo sent his chief retainer to bring in Jinkichi, and the torture resumed afresh with the new captain. This time, she intended to obtain the whereabouts of Seinen and the location of the Record of Fates. Jinkichi didn't know where Seinen went, but even if he did, he had no intention of telling and stubbornly kept his mouth shut. The torture was pushed too far, and Jinkichi was unintentionally killed before he spoke a word. The daimyo had Jinkichi's corpse hanged from a beech tree and declared that, unable to bear the guilt of the crime of deceiving the masses with false rumors of resurrection, Jinkichi had committed suicide. This too was all part of Ashino's plan to send a message to the common folk, especially the increasing number of those who sought out the writers for themselves. Now of what happened to Jinkichi spread and people lost interest in the rite, wondering if the stories of resurrection were all but a lie. But rumors that the daimyo's word was perhaps not all that truthful spread quickly when a dancer claimed to have witnessed the chief's retainer cold-blooded handiwork firsthand, and Honjo fell into unrest once more. Dancer. Remember that dancer? The one that they glue a mask to her? The chief retainer arrested the girl and proposed a deal to put a stop to the rumors. The girl was to say she just wanted attention and retracted her story by saying it was entirely made up. In exchange, she would be given a most wondrous stage to perform on. But when the day came, she was suffocated by the mask prepared for the performance. Unbeknownst to her, the mask had been covered in glue as part of the plan to kill and silence her. Koma never believed for a moment that her husband Jinkichi had committed suicide. She was certain someone was behind his death and asked around persistently for the names, addresses, and any other information she could find on people who with connections to the daimyo. Hence why her the one that reads condition is to the names, address, and sites.
Yeah.
The chief retainer would not allow things to escalate any further and had Tomeso, a Ronin who once served as a spy, go after her. However, she turned the blade on him, shouting, "It was you who killed my husband, wasn't it?" Confronted with the accusation, Tomesa flew into a blind rage and cut Koma down in broad daylight, ordered to take responsibility for his failure by committing seppuku. He exposed the daimyo's plot as he disemboweled himself by the lantern of the Sobara card used to give coded signals. Remember the fucking Corson of Araishi? The one you need total darkness? That was the story of this one.
Oh, okay.
With
Yeah, been a while since I heard of that one.
yeah, with both her parents gone through means unbeknownst to her, Toki found herself to be all alone. One day, late at night, she went searching for her parents and met her doom falling into a canal, where she drowned. Meanwhile, the chief retainer had made no headway whatsoever in finding Seven's whereabouts, and incensed Hashino decided to set fire to his residence, burning him alive, the hunting clappers. In truth, all those connected to these events thus far were cursed by Ashino, so that their souls will turn into soul dregs upon death, which she had been collecting. All she needed to perform the right now was to get her hands to the record of fates. Okay, so before anything else, yeah, the hunting clappers. Yeah, red kill some red. My home is burning to the ground. It's so hot. I must call for help, but I cannot speak. My throat must be burning up from the smoke. That's right. I just used the clappers. Why is no one coming? Yeah, it must be the work of that vixen, that witch.
That
That bitch! Shit. Yeah, 7 mysteries. Okay, let's keep going. Coma, yeah. Born alive. Sensing that there was something serious at work behind the recent strings of strange events in Honjo, Simon returned to find he was too late. He broke down in tears when he learned of the unfortunate and unnatural deaths Jinkichi's family had met. Simon realized it was the handiwork of Ashino when he found their soul dregs had been collected, and decided he had to prevent any further sacrifices from happening by confronting her on Honji Bridge. What ensued was a fierce battle of spells that endured till the break of dawn. Those who did not know any better only saw that they believed to be eerie flashes and supernatural orbs of light. At the end of the long battle, Ashino defeated Seimen and obtained the Record of Fates, but he had placed a curse upon her foot. Ashino dragged her foot, corrupted and horribly inflamed, and sought refuge at the nearby residence of a retainer and angrily demanded they wash her foot. Remember that one?
Yep.
Ashino died then and there, filled with agony and her foot cursed and rotten. Seimen too, having sustained serious wounds during their fight, died that day on Honji Bridge, still filled with regret. Yeah, and that's how the Beckoning Light and the Foot Washing Machine Curse Toes came to be. However, Seimen came back to life, knowing that there would be enough soul dregs in place during their confrontation. He had prepared a spell that would activate the Rite Resurrection upon his passing. Feeling that his curiosity was responsible for the terrible tragedy that had unfolded, he was left with a keen understanding of why the Rite Resurrection was forbidden, and became undetermined to seal it away. Indeed, the reason he resurrected himself was for that very purpose. However, he did not know what had become of the Record of Fates, which, with nothing to seal away, he instead used the remaining soul dregs to turn 9 of the Netsuke made by Jinkichi into ritual implements to be sealed away in Honjo. He placed a spell so that should someone try to activate the Rite Resurrection again, all 9 pieces will awaken at once, and to pass the whole truth of these events to future generations. And those are the curse stones.
Yeah.
And to pass the whole truth of these events to future generations, he wrote everything down in the Record of Fate's Jin scroll, and passed it down to his descendants. Meanwhile, the townspeople kept silent about the incidents out of fear of being cursed. However, these occurrences were so strange that gossip about it couldn't truly be contained. Over time, the details became more and more vague as the stories grew into legends, and that is how they came to be called the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. What a fucking story!
Jesus.
Okay, now, Phenomena, Curses, the Record of Fate's Jin Scroll. It is said that famous Tsushimikado, author of the Record of Fates, wrote the Yin Scroll because he feared that the descendants of those involved in the Honjo incident. Oh yeah, right. I already read this one before. It's related to Hadia. The text has been preserved in the form of two talismans held by Hajime Yoshimi and Michio Shiraishi. It contains a full account of the Honjo incident, and the following is written in Seimen's hand. I bequeath this scroll to future generations to be used in the event that calamity should arise from this grievous incident. Those who seek to forestall disaster must gather these three items in one place to cast my rite of cleansing and expel all rituals and curses in full. My soul, that is, my curse echo. My body, that is, a living continuation of my bloodline. My spirit, that is, my own consciousness. And that is all. I see.
What does it say?
First is a detailed account of the tragedy surrounding the rite resurrection that occurred in Honjo back in the Edo period. The whole story of what we call the Honjo incident is laid out clearly.
That incident was the origin of the Seven Mysteries of Honjo and their curses, right?
Yes, the resentment of the victims of the incident turned into curses, which are the curse echoes. The contents are organized like an answer sheet, so it doesn't just give us the information we need.
Ah. Is there anything else?
Yes, here's what we've been looking for. I bequeath this scroll to future generations to be used in the event that calamity should arise from this grievous incident, it says.
Whoa, you foresaw all this happening?
And it continues. Those who seek to forestall disaster must gather these three items in one place to cast my rite of cleansing and expel all rituals and curses in full. My soul, that is my curse echo. My body, that is a living continuation of my bloodline. My mind, that is my own consciousness. Wow, so if we gather these three things in one place, same as the rite of cleansing will activate and completely negate the curses and the rite of resurrection.
Oh, that's it? That's exactly what we need.
The three things are Seimen's soul, body, and mind. It says soul is Seimen's curse echo.
It's Curse Echo. So Samian himself is part of the Seven Mysteries.
Now that you mention it, Mr. Oreshi said something along those lines before. There's another hint written here. My curse echo holds my curse. My curse brings ruin to curse bearers.
What kind of hint is that? Maybe it'll make more sense as we keep looking. I think we know exactly what it means.
Yeah. But will the curse echo still appear if the curse bearer is already gone? Next, the body is a descendant of Seimen's, it seems.
Wasn't Yoshimi a relative of Samian? He had Michio Shiraichi. He and Michio Shiraichi, who had the other talisman.
Both of them had already passed by the time this iteration of the curses was unleashed. Damn, that's true. Oh, wait.
Damn, that's true. What are we gonna do?
His bloodline was so split up. There have to be others. Oh, there's another note here too.
Where? Is it another hint?
As for the body, seek not only one who bears my blood, but one with strong spirit sense.
So, her.
Such an individual will be able, if a spirit attempts to possess them, to instead take control of that spirit themselves.
So
it says.
It's either Mio or Yako is what I'm thinking of. Do we know anyone like that?
I can't think of anyone. Let's move on for now. Next is the mind.
What's different between the mind and the soul?
In paranormal theory, it's said that humans are made up of soul, body, and mind. The mind is essentially thought to be the part of the spirit that makes up one's consciousness or one's self. It's like the driving. The body is the car, the soul is a control system, and the mind is the driver.
I see. That makes sense. I think that makes sense. So is there a hint for finding this one too?
Well, let's see. There's this. Should the rite of resurrection be activated elsewhere, so too shall my mind be awakened there. Simon tried to seal away the rite of resurrection, but before he could, Ashina stole the record of fates. So as a countermeasure to the rite being activated, he made it so that his mind would be released from the seal.
Hey, but what does that exactly mean?
What it means is, Simon's mind awoke the night the rite was activated, and must be possessing someone out there right now.
What?
So we have to get that person together with everything else.
Alright, so we have to find the Curse Echo, the Descendant, and the person possessed by Samian.
Simon.
Saman. Whatever, close enough. We just get them together in one place,
there we
and
go.
we'll be good to go. Yeah, sorry, it just popped up.
Right, there is one thing. The second and third ones could both be the same person.
Oh. But who could that be?
Now let me save real quick. Alright, we're back. Sorry, we took a bit because I needed to transfer a video. Oh my god. Okay, so I ended up streaming on Twitch by accident. I'll take care of that later.
Again?
Okay, so where were we? Right. So yeah, we saw the story, we saw the things. Okay, so here's the thing. Before we proceed, I need you to remember all those times that I told you to get a certain type of information on the back of your head. Remember?
Yeah, it was all the times where you we ended up having information that the specific character didn't know, who somehow knew at the exact moment they needed it.
Yeah, the thing that all those things have in common is that how in the hell did that character know? How is the question. And also another thing to note is that remember the scenes that I made you rewatch also at the start when Shogoki started like on the ground, and then Yoko started telling her you're humans off balance, and then later on when Yoko was then unconscious, then Shogo is telling the same thing, that he also like kind of lost her memories, and it was like similar to him what happened.
A theory formulating in my head.
And lastly, this is also another thing that I told you to keep in the back of your mind, so I'll remind you. Oh yeah, right. Remember also that remember that one little like flame will-o-wisp that was also at the start after Yoko died.
Yeah, that was the fucking curse echo of the beckoning light.
Yep. And another thing too. This one came a bit later, I think, but it
reappeared again.
Oh yeah, right. And that Mio mentioned somebody that had a very high spiritual power. Related to the other thing.
Yeah.
All right. Now, with all those fresh on your mind, let's continue.
Well, hold it. I have a theory.
Okay, speak it.
Our point of view. Are we playing from the point of view of Samian? Or whatever the fuck...
Saman.
Whatever the fuck is... Saman. I keep saying Samian.
We'll see.
Whatever.
We'll see.
That's kind of my working theory right now.
Gotcha. Hold on to that theory then. If it's like how Michiyo lost her memories when she was possessing Yako, Saman's consciousness might not be aware of who it really is. So if he learned the truth, would he start to act of his own accord?
Then the person could already be...
Oh, hold on a second. Someone's coming this way. Excuse me, can I interrupt you just for a moment? Who might you be?
Oh, it's you.
Would you buy this empty can of juice I just finished drinking for 1,000 yen?
Huh?
I'll even throw in these bones from some fried chicken. You can't beat a deal like this. I don't really want them. Don't say that. Come on, they're delicious. Actually, I thought I might just have a picnic right here. Won't you join me? Sorry, I don't understand. What should we do?
Well, it's not like we need this exact spot. And we can't do anything with other people around, so let's just move somewhere else then.
I'm sorry, we're in the middle of something, so we'll just be on our way. What?
Oh my... It hurts.
It's a curse!
So, either way, it ends in death?
You have my heartfelt thanks for all your hard work thus far. Now, this brings the story of the Seven Mysteries of Honjo to a close. And who could have foreseen such a conclusion? Unfortunately, it seems the so-called mastermind was one step ahead of you. She remains hidden, leaving behind no evidence. Perhaps there is truly no way to stop her. However, should you find that this conclusion is not to your liking, by all means, please pursue a different path. You have done it once before, so I am sure you already know how. With that, I shall be taking my leave. I have been your humble storyteller. Good night.
So, where should we do the change? Where should we go to stop the mastermind? Since she was already a step
like
ahead
we're-
of us.
Telling us to go back to Shogooki.
Where? Well, not where. When?
Yeah. I guess start from the start then. It would be the...
Oh wait, right. That's a star stuff.
Yeah, you start from the introduction!
Anyway, yeah. The it's gonna go. So, yeah, whatever. Yeah, this is the thing with the humors.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh yeah, also, just for another instance. Huh? Wait a second. When did I tell you about that? Another instance of how the fuck do you know that?
Yeah.
Nothing there.
Okay.
I'll tell you
Go to
that
part
much.
2 then.
Well, besides that neat little tidbit.
Yeah, other than that thing, but we've probably had that for a while.
Yeah, and she doesn't. You should have seen weird stuff. Yeah.
You know, we've seen this. Like, this is back in episode 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, she tells him that he has a talent for spirit sense, but he just doesn't believe in it, and he needs to believe for him to start seeing the things.
Yeah.
And she tells us that she wants the right to revive her dog Ogopogo, but
Yeah.
given what we know right now, I don't think she was being truthful.
No.
And also, she saw something. At least this was quite real, but what exactly she saw? Okay, yeah, then we're thinking here like a little bit. Nothing. We talk again. So, what do you think this is now?
Why is there a push button?
Well,
Was that there before? I don't
yeah,
remember
it
that
was.
being there before.
It was at the very start. And you said, and you told me to push it. What happens after we push it?
Yoko fucking dies.
Mm-hmm.
Which then moves on to part 3. Where she's fucking dead.
And dead by drowning, no less. And now we know who... Well, now that we saw that last scene, now you know who the original owner was of the Whispering Canal. After all, when Choco started to believe, he found the stone near her, and while the other cursed bears had the stone on them instead of on the ground.
Yeah, so... Shogo Oki started to believe.
And then he saw the curse stone.
Yeah.
So tell me, what exactly happened when we pushed the push button?
Is it like give him the push he needs to believe or something, or what sounds like? But I feel like I'm wrong.
Well, anyways, there's Takumi, but also this.
The beckoning light.
Huh? The hell is that? It looks like a light, floating in midair, and then it comes closer. You saw it come closer now.
Yeah.
Whoa, he's coming closer. Is it another one of the Seven Mysteries? It looks like a will-o-wisp, maybe. Was there anything like that in the Seven Mysteries? Will you look at that?
We definitely didn't have that before.
Touch it. Huh? Am I supposed to touch it? Now, before anything happens... Cleansing. When the body, soul, and mind of Seimen Tsuchimikado have all been brought together, the rite of cleansing is activated, dispelling all rituals and curses that have previously been performed. Time for the final test. My. Finally, you have arrived at this juncture. I expected no less from you. That would mean that you have managed to bring everything to light. So, though there is a possibility that you have wound up here by chance. So, before I take you any further, I must ask you a number of questions. About what exactly the soul, body, and mind of Seimen Tsuchimikado are. Firstly,
Which Korseko represents the soul of Seimen Tsushimikado?
Beckoning light.
Yes, that is exactly it. After his defeat at the hands of Hashino in the Honjo incident, Seimen wandered about near Honji. The form of his Korseko changed over time with the legend of he left behind. This is the Korseko which was acquired by Majusawa. But when called forth by Seimen's body and mind, it appeared momentarily before him. Let us continue. Who served as the self of Seimen Tsushimikado? Who was his body? His descendant who carried his blood in their veins? Who was it?
The Shogooki?
He was the one that Mio said that had a lot of spirit sense. That the one that died had a lot of spirit sense.
Correct again.
That actually checks out.
Although Shogooki was born to an ordinary family, the blood of a distant relative ran thick in his veins. In truth, the same is true for Yoko Fukunaga. She was also one who had the blood of a distant relative coursing through her. In her case, it was Ashino. Seimen and Ashino fated to meet again all these hundreds of years later. It was fate. Now, for my final question. Who is the mind of Seimen Tsushimikado? Tell me the name of the person whose consciousness was directly tied to his.
Was Mio, right?
Nope.
No. It was the mind of Seimen.
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 And remember that it basically said that that maybe somebody that it could be in somebody that was already possessed, and that usually that comes with losing memories.
Really? Wait, you really what?
Hmm?
You said someone who's really something and then cut out.
Oh, yes, the Seimen's mind. As I say in one of the hints, that it could be, and also what Mio said, that it could be on somebody else's body, except in that his mind could have already possessed somebody already. And possession, as she says, usually comes with losing memories.
Yoko?
But Yoko had very little spirit sense. And
Then
she was also possessed by Michio,
The other one.
not the mind of Seimen.
So then it's Shogooki again.
No, that would be Shogooki.
Oh.
So,
Fuck.
here's the big thing. Remember all those times that I tell you to give the back of your mind when we know things that we
Yeah.
shouldn't, but they know. Why was that?
Because of it's us. So wait, was I right that we're playing from the consciousness of Samian?
Let's put it, Yuri. Oh, I see. You believe it to be Yuri. Are you saying you believe it to be yourself? Are you certain? Yes, you are correct. Finally, you have remembered.
Oh
You
my
were
god, I
right.
was actually right.
That's right. You are. Seimen consciousness, awoken by the curses and the rite of resurrection. However, having lost your memories, you forgot about the duty assigned to you. This is, if I may say so, where I played my part, guiding you through the events of this story. As your consciousness was all that was left of you, you manipulated time and space by way of the story chart, jumping from vessel to vessel. I manipulated your host's actions by whispering commands into their ears. That's what also Mio mean by "it's you this time." Ario was it was Ario's time to be in
control.
in control of the mind. All
Because
the protagonists that we have been
Susumi
that have been our
dead.
vessels.
Yeah, because Detective Susumi is dead.
Mm-hmm.
I manipulated your host's actions by whispering commands into their ears. In doing so, you were able to get the full picture of what needed to be done. But at one point, while still conscious, Unconscious, you manage to remember your duty. The so-called mastermind behind these events, the one who awakened the rite and the curses, was Yoko Fukunaga, descendant of Ashino herself. You unconsciously activated your curse and killed her. That was the push. We activated our curse. The Beckoning Light's curse, which was killing the curse bearers with their own curse. In this game, that's why she looked as she had drowned.
That's why she fucking drowned.
How interesting that she awakened Samen's consciousness at the same time as the curses, because the Feast of Shadows gets awakened at the same time that, Samen's mind awakens at the same time that the Feast of Shadows awakens.
Yeah.
That was the one and only time she could have been stopped. But due to your influence on Shogooki's will, Yoko Fukunaga was brought back to life, using the story shard to undo her death. I allow you to believe that it was the work of the rite of resurrection itself. But as it turns out, seeing what would transpire if the mastermind was not killed at the outset, is what ultimately revealed the way to put an end to the curse for good. There were certain things which would have answered all your questions, had you noticed them. For example, even while under your control, Shogooki willingly uses a curse. So remember when we were controlling Shogooki and we used the curse every time, and when he asked us if how many people Shogooki killed, he said 0.
Because it was his choice to use them, not ours.
Well, no, the other way around. We were
using
the curse.
My bad.
Yeah, we were using the curse.
I was gonna say, when I was saying that vocally, I'm like, in my head, that doesn't sound right.
When I asked you early on how many Shogooki had killed, this is what I meant. Had you not used the curse, Shogooki would have done so of his own accord. Yep, if he would have done nothing, he would still have used the curse. Furthermore, Mayu Shisawa was able to recall information which only you knew, because we were using them as vessels, and we knew.
Yeah, that much was obvious.
She was able to do this because she was connected to you through her curse echo, the Beckoning Light. And also that's also why she was the most because all these guys that we use as vessels, they had at least a little bit of instance of, I shouldn't know that, but I know. But Mayu Shisawa had the most. She got so many in a row, remember?
Yeah,
because she directly had the curse echo of Seimen. It was the strongest influence, basically. Yoko Fukunaga. Following the graduation, Yoko worked a desk job at a trading company, but butted heads with her supervisor, who was skeptical of the supernatural and quit within a year. Now, while working as a housekeeper, she spends her days devouring mystery magazines and visiting haunted spots. As she vowed to live life true to herself and never change for the sake of others, Yoko has no regrets about the path she has taken. Yoko has a dog, a Shiba Inu named Ogopogo, who has been by her side since she was a student. In truth, Yoko is a descendant of Onmyo-ji, who continued to practice in modern times. Her ancestor, Ashino, attempted to steal the rite of resurrection in Honjo during the Edo period. Born with exceptional spirit sense, Yoko learned about her own ancestry while researching her roots, and was disappointed to find her bloodline had fallen into mediocrity. She became consumed with the ambition to restore her family's lost glory through her own powers, and devised a scheme to succeed where Ashino failed and perform the rite of resurrection. Yoko continued her training, developing her spiritual and curse powers until she discovered the Record of Fates, which offered clues regarding the rite. She plotted to use the curses of the Seven Mysteries of Honjo to gather a large number of soul dregs by calling forth curse echoes and setting the stage for mutual slaughter. The ultimate plan involved invoking a large-scale feast of shadows, awakening the curses, performing the rite herself, and bringing together enough soul dregs to revive Ashino. Since the effects of the curse increases the more people know and fear them, she first entrusted the Record of Fates to local historian Hideki Araishi, who could be used to easily spread the rumors. She also contacted Fumishika Nejima, a criminal with a deep understanding of mystic arts, to obtain the curse stones needed to gather soul dregs. Unsurprisingly, Nejima was very interested in the story of Ashino, and readily agreed to aid his revival. While carrying out these steps, that's a typo,
Yoko learned of the existence of the Yin Scroll, which threatened to thwart her plans. She added a note about the scroll in the Record of Fates before giving it to Araishi, intending to acquire it before it could pose an issue. Through her investigation, Yoko discovered that Hajime Tsushimi was a descendant of Seimen, and threatened him with a curse in an effort to scare him into revealing the whereabouts of the Yin Scroll. While Hajime bravely resisted Yoko's threats, she killed him with a curse to ensure Seimen's descendants would not stand in her way. There you have it. As her preparations were coming together, Yoko obtained the seemingly less dangerous curse stone of the Whispering Canal in order to become a curse bearer, a necessity for gathering the curse stones for the Feast of Shadows. Shogo-oki, also a descendant of Seimen, was eyed as a potential risk factor and contacted to ensure he would be located nearby and subject to monitoring. However, unaware that the spirit of Seimen would be awakened within Shogo as soon as she invoked the curse, Yoko's plan was thwarted when she was immediately cursed to death by Seimen, and that's what she saw when she was freaking out. She saw the spirit of Seimen being awakened.
Yeah.
Now, allow me to ask you one last question. If you, knowing all that you know now, and the ability to resurrect one life, what would you do? And we have a new option.
Yeah, fuck that.
I wouldn't want it. I would destroy it. Oh, I see. That was Seimen's original intention. I apologize for leaving it out of the options when I first asked you this question. Now, it is time to bring things to a close. Upon your arrival here, the Rite of Cleansing was activated, dispelling all other rituals and curses. Look upon the fruit of your efforts. And then we shall leave this world behind for good. Thank you, truly, for all the work you have done. Shogo-oki.
1 a.m.
For the one last time. That's what happened? I can't believe it. I finally understand. Yeah, I was the one who did that to Yoko. The blood of the Onmyoji that's inside me broke into my consciousness and gave me that curse. Yoko was after the writer's resurrection. She was the one who awakened the curses of the Seven Mysteries and cast the Feast of Shadows. And the only way to stop all of it was to put a stop to her here. Otherwise, the Rite of Cleansing might have been negated too. I wonder how much of it was really her doing all those things. Oh yeah, remember that Mills also said that the mastermind most likely was being possessed by Ashino.
Yeah.
That is also a big thing to consider. That she may as well been possessed by her and start doing all this shit too.
So she's just fucking dead.
Yep, Yoko. I guess that explains why I feel like it was fate when this all started. Yeah, quite literally. Years later, they meet again. Though she didn't seem to notice. I guess things were always destined to end like this, from the moment we met. I wish we could have met under different circumstances. Now, no point in thinking like that now. Good. God, I need a drink. I'm thinking a Moscow Mule, or 2, or 3. That's sad.
Yeah. But it's also a nod to the whole holding your liquor thing from episode like 1 and 2.
Yeah. But he specifically also says a Moscow Mule.
Yeah. Ma'am, what is it?
Just a dream. It seems that it was all just a dream. I dreamed that there was such a thing as the Rite of Resurrection. Just a dream.
I'm sorry to say it, but there isn't.
Right, of course not.
But even if there's no such thing, I promise you that I will get to the bottom of the kidnapping. In fact, I happen to find a very important lead from over a year ago. Something that's evaded our reach until now. An eyewitness from the scene of the kidnapping.
I see.
So Sutsumi.
1 a.m.
Whoa! What the hell is this? The medical unit told me to get down here. What happened?
As I was looking into Yoshimi's death, the former Yasuda Gardens, another body was discovered at a different park in the area. Could they be related?
Yeah, that's the one the I think the guy with the full question mansion did.
Yeah.
It sure looks like it, but... Excuse me, we found this among the victim's belongings. Thought you want to know.
What's this? What? What the hell? Boss, look what I found in the female victim's address book. Yoshimi's phone number and photo.
What?
Picture. Just an X drawn on it, and a bunch of weird symbols, and a hole where his heart would be.
And that's why he was holding his chest when he died.
No.
Do you think... I mean, could this be some kind of curse or something?
You be right. How many times do I have to tell you not to try to connect everything to the occult?
You know it is, buddy.
Damn it, is this on Nakagoshi case after all?
What was that, boss?
Don't worry about it. Make sure you put that photo into evidence. There's no doubt this is related to Yoshimi. Make sure you do a thorough sweep at the area. I'm gonna make a phone call.
Got it. Leave it to me. Spend as long as you want on that phone.
Yoko Sakazaki. Yako.
1 a.m. Neo, it turns out Michio really did die in an accident.
Yeah, if we ask around, we might be able to get a little more information.
I guess there never really was such a thing as the Rite of Resurrection. But I did feel like there was a spirit watching over us.
Yeah, Michio.
Yeah.
Damn it, why? Nothing's happening. But now my contract won't be... No! I should never have believed in this blasted record of fates. It was taking a bit.
Yeah.
To all of you watching from far, far away. The Rite of Resurrection has never existed. Not in any world, not in any time. So I ask you to take the life you hold and move boldly forward, one step at a time. Yep, and Michio never... Yeah, Jack was never possessed, and yep, they got him.
Richter. Oh, I could not read that. Hang on, Ario. I want to get enough evidence to search a warrant for a search warrant. Oh, I cannot read that
The
fast enough.
kidnapper. Yes, I'm the one who did it. So please help me. She's always following me. Yeah, Michio's still out for a little bit of revenge.
Yep. I'm so sorry, Nichio. I had no idea.
What? Hajime was killed by this Yoko Fukunaga? How could that be? He wasn't the kind of guy who could just be picked off like that, you know that?
Yeah, the boss is hiding something. There seems to be some kind of secret hidden in Hajime's family tree. Let me see if I can find out what it is.
Oh yeah, Harry didn't know about the secret branch in this timeline. Satch.
I heard you would be absent today. Is there something you need?
Well, I seem to have this spirit sense thing all of a sudden. I know it's the sort of thing our chairwoman doesn't approve of, so I thought I'd mention it.
You could have called. Didn't think you were the standoffish type. How did you find out from me why?
Oops, sorry. I forgot all about my favorite chief inspector.
The hell are you planning?
Nothing so heinous as you're thinking. I'm only Makoto Shimiya, after all. Nothing but a lowly janitor.
Oh, so he never figures it out.
How are things with you? You're getting along with your daughter?
How's things with you? Are you getting along with your daughter?
Well, you know, more or less.
Yeah, basically, the Curse Stone made him more bloodlust and resurfaced his bloodlust, basically. And his hatred for him. But without it, well, he actually repented. He meant it when he said that he repented on the phone. He actually mean it.
Well, damn. I guess that's what happens when people are given a lot of power. Especially if the power is to kill and get away with it.
Yep. And that's the true ending to this tale.
My god.
What a fucking story.
Took us a while, but we finally did it.
Yep. And I'll bet there's one last thing that we need to see. And that it can only be acquired once you have all the files and once you completed the game. File 23, the subtitle of this game in Japanese. Paranormasight, the File 23. Thank you for playing our game all the way to the very end. We all look forward to the day we can present you with another Paranormasight. Sincerely yours, Nakagoshi. Oh yeah, Nakagoshi is the, if I'm not mistaken, is the game, is a writer, game creator, one of those. And,
That actually makes a lot of sense.
And also Nakagoshi be the one that is used for the paranormal affairs at the police bureau.
That makes a lot of sense.
And if I'm not mistaken, that's a thing that you get once you collected all the birds.
Mockingbirds.
But yeah, now that is all. Oh yeah, and of course, we'll forward to the day we can present you with another Paranormasight, which is coming around in the 19th of this month, and you bet your ass we are gonna be playing it. You up for it, Seth, too?
Fuck yeah! At
Hell
the time
yeah.
of recording this, a little less than 9 days.
Yep. I cannot wait. I wonder what kind of mystery we're gonna be facing in the sequel. And this writing, the writing of this story is so great. Actually, I'll let you speak. You say your thoughts.
Yeah, this is coming obviously from someone who doesn't know how to write. So, I did really enjoy the story from here. The characters didn't really clash with each other, especially fucking Ario and the fucking
Tsutsumi.
Suzumi. Yeah, I was about to say Susugi for some fucking reason. I'm terrible with names, and I'm also off my game today.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The two detectives I really enjoyed, Yako and Mio. And then Richter and, was it Haru?
Yeah, Harue.
Harue. I have trouble pronouncing that.
Mm-hmm.
Something I'm a little upset about, but was necessary for the plot and the story, is that we didn't get to see more of Shogooki, or have him mentioned more, because technically he was dead whenever we actually got to the other characters, but that needed to happen for the story to make sense.
Yeah. And he did end up coming back to be the one that ended up saving everybody.
Yeah.
Albeit
Came back.
Yep. Although we can't really give him all the credit, because it also took the work of us, the player, being
Yeah,
the mind of Saban.
Yeah, I really like that though. Having us give information that the actual characters wouldn't normally have.
Mm-hmm. And it'll all work for them, so we can all get all the information we needed, so we can stop her at the start of the fucking game.
Yeah. Technically at the start of the game, we did stop her, but we just didn't go touch the fucking beckoning lights curse echo.
Yeah, because we didn't know.
Because we didn't know.
Yeah, we only found out at literally the end of the game.
Yep.
But yeah, the characters were so great, and even some of the side characters were also pretty good. I seen,
Yeah.
I seen some were interesting and some were overall fucking horrible human beings, but you know, good writing on those guys being horrible human beings.
Yeah.
Like I feel revolted reading some of this shit, like what Iwai did or Nejima did.
Yeah. One other thing I wanted to mention, this story is a great fucking example of you should hold those you love close, because you don't know when they're just going to be taken away from you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and that's overall for why, yeah, the message at the end of the cleansing here. The right resurrection doesn't exist. Because it doesn't exist, you shouldn't even worry about it, because you should really worry about how they are now and cherish them as we move forward.
Yeah.
It is a
another
really
another example of that could be just Harue's full fucking story.
Yeah.
She wants to get her child back.
Yeah. To the point that she would do anything.
But at the end, she realizes that in the end, she would be doing it only for herself.
Yeah. And also, of course, Ayame and Tsutsumi. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly,
the detective story was just really good as a whole.
Yeah.
By far, I have to say my favorite has to go to the detectives.
Yeah.
As much as I like Richter and how he warmed up to Haruo and actually brought out like some of his like kid nature, I just never had a dull moment with the detectives.
Yeah. Yeah. No, everybody loves the detectives, but also the thing is that there's not really any bad combo, because yeah, the detectives are great, but so was Haruo and Richter's story, and Yaku and Mio. My god, Mio.
Yeah, Mio was a major part of this fucking story.
Yeah. And even for what it was, Mayu did a pretty good impression for only being there for
only having one fucking place on the story chart.
Yeah, she only had one place on the story chart, and even then it was a pretty strong one.
It was a long one as well.
Yeah.
And we needed information from all the other stories to complete.
Yep, it was like a midterm exam.
Think about exams right now.
Fair enough.
I just got out of some.
Oh, sorry. But yeah,
that's
man,
fine.
I cannot wait for us to play the sequel in just a few days from now on. And also, I gotta wait for you to show you some more of my favorites that are also story based. As I think I have you by I think I can show you some pretty good writings.
Yeah, I mean, if you got something locked and loaded, fire away, motherfucker.
Yeah. But yeah, with all said, that's all for today, guys. If you guys liked the video, please do leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and become part of the Discord server, so you don't miss out on videos, on more videos from YouTube, and whenever I'm going live on Twitch. And with all that out of the way, I bid you all, my dear travelers, adieu. So bye bye and have a great day, everybody.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.